The comment question of the day today is, what is your favorite mode in MLB The Show? Is it Road to the Show or Diamond Dynasty? Comment it down below.
Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Road to the Show video. My name is TDBarrett. I want to thank you guys all so much for the likes on this series. It has been absolutely amazing. So kill the like button if you guys are going to be a big fan right now. Just click it. 3, 2, 1, click it. Okay, thank you. The comments, so obviously I have the comment question today. I also have this thing where you guys could tell me stories about yourself and I read them off during this. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So thank you for your comments. First one comes from LeBron James. I feel like I recognize the name. Do you have a brother or something? I feel like I recognize this dude. I fell in love with baseball at a young age and no one ever believed me. I played rec until high school because no travel ball team wanted me. I just barely made my high school team as a pitcher only. I worked incredibly hard to be the best pitcher in the state, but it was cut short when I broke my spine. I came back twice as hungry. Now I've thrown a total of 3 hitters on my varsity. My league, my Instagram is Rude34. Thanks for being awesome. See, awesome, man. Go follow him, Rude34. Sounds like he's super good at pitching. Super cool to hear like a comeback story like that. So good for you, man. Like, honestly, that's awesome. Next comment comes from Justin Vargas. My baseball career started off very good. I almost won the MVP about 3 times. I hit doubles and triples and sometimes in the park home runs. I was very consistent and led our team to the semifinals. After that, I went up to the next league where I thought I would be dominating. I ended up having my worst season. And this season, I am not being useful to the team so far. I hope next season I can step it up. Oh, Justin Vargas. I just want to say to you, man, I'm sure you're going to get back to it. I remember I had like a 2-year slump in baseball too. And it sucks. But like sometimes it's all a mental thing. It's just you got to fight back mentally. You're obviously good enough. And you're going to kill it. So thank you guys for those comments. I enjoy reading those stories. It's like I get to know you guys a little bit more. So comment down below on those if you want. I had one comment though. The first thing I want to look in this video is one comment in the last video, and I couldn't find the comment, but he said, where is the other Brett Barrett playing? Because obviously we played Toronto and he wasn't there, and that got me thinking, like, where is this dude? So first thing we're gonna do is we are going to find out exactly where our twin brother is playing. I think if we just go to, I don't even know where I'd go to even look at this lineups. I'm sure he's good enough where he should be on Summit. So he's a shortstop. Obviously, you see me. I'm a third baseman. He is actually a shortstop. As soon as we see, I'm just curious. I'm gonna say he might just be in the minors for the Blue Jays. He could have gotten sent down. Not seeing him right now. Boba Shett. Is that Boba Shett? Thought I just saw Boba Shett. Oh, I saw BJ Shett. That's my bad. I thought I saw Boba Shett. I was like, that is super cool. I didn't think I even had those rosters. Okay, well, he's obviously in here. He must have. I'm going to bet that he switched positions, maybe. Okay, so looking through all of these, what I am noticing is he is no longer on a team. I literally have spent the last like probably 3 to 4 minutes just looking for this dude in every single, like, I've went through all the shortstops, everything. I honestly think he may have retired in this. I genuinely think, I'm curious if I could go back to that screen initially, like the retirement screen. I'm so interested because he was on the Blue Jays. He's the same age as me, so he's like, he should still be in the system. I don't know, boys. I think the other Brett Barrett may be gone forever. I've literally taken, I want to say, like 6 minutes just looking, trying to find this dude. He wasn't bringing up anything in like player search. He wasn't bringing up anywhere. So I think our good buddy and rival is no longer a thing. Okay, that's weird. Interesting start to the video. I gotta get back to what I'm talking about though. We're on the Yankees. Life is good. Washington, we got a couple games against. I'm gonna sim these games against Washington just because it's kind of boring. This random game against 2 losses? Shouldn't have simmed that, man. We got just roasted. I don't mean to sim. I hate simming, but then I do sometimes power drills with Aaron Judge. Look at that, brotherhood. I've actually met him in person. Hashtag I met Aaron Judge. Cool of me. Toronto Blue Jays. Let's go play them. That's always fun. I'm interested in working on base stealing. I don't want to. I'm too good. I'm way too good. Toronto, bam, hitting 6th, and I'm going to be telling some pretty cool stories about just like certain aspects of my life and the future and like stuff that I'm actually working on right now that I kind of want to share with you guys in a cool way. So that's what we're going to talk about. I might as well start now. Okay, so first thing I'm getting asked a lot about is what is with this hat. This hat means a lot to me, not just because of, like, it's a Cardinals hat and everything. This is the first hat that, like, I bought when Road to the Show blew up for the first time, and when, like, it's a big milestone in my channel, this kind of stuff. So for me, like, stuff that I buy at the beginning of my channel is really almost emotional for me, because I remember, like, when my Road to the Show videos finally started getting views, and I bought this hat, and I was like, yo, this is so sick, like, I'm gonna wear this in all my videos because I was playing with the Cardinals, and it was just super cool. So that's where this kind of comes from. The main story and what I want to tell you guys right now is I want to talk, and I know it's an MLB video, you guys probably heard enough about it, it's going to be relatively brief, but Fortnite. So the Fortnite videos are going to slow down for a little bit, because I am currently on what I am calling like a 7-day Fortnite insane. Okay, I don't even know what I'm meaning by insane. So I'm not very good at this point. I have only played casually for like the last like probably month, I would say, in making videos, and I never really got to the point where I felt like I was good at all. And that, bruh, what on earth was that? What the heck did you just do? I've never seen that before. I honestly don't. We're gonna have to replay ball for that one at the end. So what I've been doing is I have been charting through these days. I'm finally home for summer. There's a lot of hours in the day. You realize when you're in school, there's a lot of like free hours through the night and stuff. I usually sleep in. So I've been trying, and I've pretty much succeeded with it for the last few days to play Fortnite solos for at least 8 hours a day. Not recording, not streaming, just trying to learn. I have some really good friends who are helping me. I've learned a lot of builds over these last few days, and I feel like I've improved a ton. So the end goal is to start streaming Fortnite all the time and actually being like decent enough where you guys aren't disappointed. If I just continue to force myself to make videos, I'm not going to get any better. I'm just going to kind of stay and continue to get carried. So it's going to be like a few days before the Fortnite comes back. I'm doing this for about a week, and then once I feel like I'm at the point where like, okay, I'm good enough where I can make videos and things won't be bad, I will be doing it. And let me talk another thing. So one of the reasons I'm not great at Fortnite, and I'm going to get to the baseball stuff around for when I close to the end of the game, I'll obviously touch on it. I haven't played a shooting game since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So give me a little bit of slack. I'm not asking for a lot, but like, it's just, I have never played shooting games whatsoever. So like, the whole idea of it just doesn't come naturally for me like it comes from people. Like, certain people can pick up that game and just be good right off the bat because they play shooters. I don't play shooters, so I don't have that same luxury. I'm done talking about Fortnite though. I have other things to talk about, okay? I want to talk to you guys. I'm just looking in my room about some of like the memories. Seeing I have the Red Deer Bulls. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, let me talk to you guys about sports. So, hockey. I want to tell you guys about my hockey career because I feel like that's kind of relevant to this, and it leads into something else because like when you're from Canada, and actually I might just talk a little bit about Canada too later in the video. I'm going to talk about hockey, then I'm going to talk about Canada, because I feel like some of you guys might be curious about what life is like in Canada, some of the differences, stuff that, like, kind of the stereotypes that we have of Americans, stuff like that. So first of all, I played hockey my whole life, and it wasn't to the point where, like, one day I was like, you know what, I just don't like this sport, I don't like the culture, I don't like the kids who I'm playing with, I feel like they're like bad influences. Not saying that's all Canadian hockey teams, and I quit. I simply just quit. I wanted to play school sports because I felt the culture, stuff like that was better. So I quit hockey, and there was a year, and I call it like the trend. It was a weird year because there was so much free time, and like I still wanted to play sports and be competitive. So I went in to House League soccer. Now, if you guys don't know what House League is, like me, I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but I have been pretty much like a varsity level athlete. I have top male athlete plaques all over. Like I was a pretty good athlete. And my like parents were like, you should just go House League soccer, and it was just like kind of a relaxing thing to do. And I played, and I have to say, because I want to talk about this for a second, and like I don't know if it's gonna. What is up with my fielding? Honestly, I don't know what's going on with the field. That's 2 errors. Hey guys, like that is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what exactly is going on with them. So I played House League soccer for this team, and we went by, and you're gonna laugh, the Walmart Wizards. Okay, and that was not a low point in my athletic career because it's actually like It was co-ed, and it was just recreational sports. You go there, there's not a coach screaming in your nuts, and there's anything wrong with that because that teaches discipline. I played sports for a long time, but there was something so beautiful for me when I realized that sports don't have to be this massive stress. And what I mean by that is, when you play football, when you play baseball at high levels, it almost seems like a work. When you're a kid, you got to be there every single day. It gets tough, and it's worth it because it gives you opportunities. For me, it got me into college. I don't want any of you guys to quit competitive baseball if you're in it, but like there is something about like playing sports just for fun, and like on a team where like you don't even practice, you're all just up there kicking a soccer ball around. Is one of the funnest years of sports I've ever had, because when you look at it, like, unless you're trying to play MLB, the main reason you should play sports, and the reason I love sports, is because they're supposed to be fun. So if there's a coach who's making it completely miserable, not saying you have to quit the team, and then you're going to have those. Honestly, I had those my whole career. Just put up with it and try and keep your mind out of that. You can let your coach try and bring you down and all that stuff, but in your head, just remember, it's only a game. So if you're ever getting nervous, if you're ever worried about something, it's only a game, and that's kind of the approach that, if I could go back in time, I would definitely take when you're younger, because you only have so many years to play sports. So don't stress. Don't be worried about what other parents, other kids are going to say if you fail. Like, honestly, it's their problem. It's just a sport, okay? It's a small part of your life that's supposed to be fun. So never forget, guys, if I'm telling you sports are supposed to be fun, don't let anyone tell you any of it. The next thing I want to talk about today is about Canada, okay? Canada. It's weird, because I think a lot of you guys know me. You know Troy Dan, you know Agent, like, so 3 kind of sports Canadian YouTubers, Kevin, and we're from Canada. And you know that we're from Canada, but you guys probably don't know a lot about Canada. It's not you. Your education system doesn't teach a ton about Canada, from what I've heard. And we actually learn a ton about America. It's just kind of like differences. America is like obviously a world superpower, where oh my gosh, that's the best play I've ever had. I've never been able to get one of those before, so that honestly feels better than any play that I have made in my career. So it's not like that you guys don't learn. It's just you don't really learn as much, because America's kind of the superpower of the world. So you guys aren't good, but Canada knows America as that. So I know a lot about America. So interesting stuff about us. We don't have a president. It's called a prime minister. So if anyone ever says who's the president of Canada, I want you guys to look at them and just shake your head and just say it's not a prime minister. It's not a president. It's actually a prime minister. And his name is Justin Trudeau. We don't have states, because a lot of people ask me what state I'm from in Canada. We don't have states. They're called provinces. So rather than like Alabama, Albuquerque, Florida, stuff like that, we have like Alberta, New Brunswick, Minnesota. No, did I say Minnesota? Ontario, Quebec. We have different places like that. Interesting thing about Canada. I'm just going to continue with this. We're half French. So Quebec and a lot of the eastern provinces are very predominantly French. So if you're ever in Canada, you will notice very, very quickly, pretty much all of our products are made with an English label and a French label. If you go buy a Coke, it's going to have a French label on one side and an English label on the other. It's just kind of the way it goes. So that's kind of something kind of interesting. You guys might not know. You have to learn French until you're in grade. A lot of schools in the eastern parts, I think, until like grade 9, you have to learn French. Me, it was only until like grade 4. I don't know a lick of French. I know absolutely nothing. Other interesting things about Canada. There is bagged milk. Okay, I didn't know this. And also, here's the other thing. A lot of people lump Canada into one, like, oh, Canada. It's a whole. It's like you wouldn't lump people from Boston with people from LA. There is different types of Canadians. There's people associate bagged milk with Canada. Where I'm from, we don't have bagged milk. We're not. To me, it's still weird. To me, I find that a little bit strange. So we don't have bagged milk. We don't like. And there are places in Canada where they live in the dark and they live in the cold, but that's way up north, and those are called territories. This is your next lesson. Above the provinces, there's 3 territories. No one's ever been there. No one lives there, and I've personally never been. It's really, really north. It's freezing cold. And now I'm going to talk about weather. So some stereotypes about weather. It's always freezing. In the prairies, yeah, it kind of is. It's cold for like 7 months of the year. In Ontario, where Toronto is, it's really It's cold, but it's not like as bad. BC, like the West, which is kind of above Washington, like Seattle area, it is relatively warm during the year, but it's pretty cold. Like that's a stereotype you guys have that is quite accurate. I definitely related a lot to like Minnesota. If you're from Minnesota, you're pretty much from Canada because it's very, very close to the border and it's also very cold. Stereotype about us. We love America. I don't know. I do. I think everyone does. It's kind of. So here's the cool thing. Like, when I realized from traveling with Americans, is they might be like used to these places. I remember when I first started going to events in like New York, Boston stuff. I was like a kid in a candy store because those places. Those places for me at least. I'm unbelievable. I am literally the best third baseman of all time after catches like that. Those places for me are like movies. When you're young, you only see New York, LA in the movies, and they're kind of like, they just have this special thing about them because they're not there. Whereas Americans, they probably have been there before, and it's not quite as special for them. See ya. First time around the video, get it. What else about Canada? Because we only play hockey. I think this is a stereotype we get. Everyone else. So when I was younger, I feel like baseball got a lot more popular with the Blue Jays kind of success when they kind of came back. I think a lot of kids were more like, I want to play baseball, I want to play baseball. But football is very popular. We have our own Canadian football league. But hockey is predominantly the main sport. It's like, think about it this way, guys. Like, it's freezing here. So you can't play football all year. And you might wonder, like, oh, why is there not as many Canadians in the NFL? Why is there not as many Canadians in the MLB? Part of what makes you a great football player is practice. If you can only play for 3 months of the year, maybe 4 months of the year, you're not going to be as good because you don't have that, like, it's a huge disadvantage. Whereas hockey, we have better hockey players because we literally, the hockey seasons are like 6 or 7 months. So that's the main reason for that. Other things about Canada, I'm just trying to think, like, get you guys to know me a little bit more. One thing, like just stuff that in Canada it's customary
high in the air and drifting out to shallow center.
To park your snow, like to you can't eat in an igloo. So I'm currently in my igloo right now. It's a little bit cold on top, but that's where my setup is. There is great land connection in them. It does get a little bit cold on the outside, so usually when I'm recording, if my igloo is a little bit like cold, I try and put on a little puck. That's why I usually dress warm for my videos, because sometimes igloos can get cold. And in the summer, when the ice melts, that's when you guys will see me in my apartment, because then I have to move because I can no longer live in my frozen igloo. So that's the only other thing. And also, we don't have cars here. No one has ever had a car. We have, have you guys seen, I'm trying to think of a movie that would be like similar to it. Have you guys seen The Revenant? You know how like the wolves in The Revenant, we just all have our own wolf. So rather than car dealerships, there's like salesmen for different wolves and like sleds that you can get on. Similar to Santa's, and that's kind of how we move for the most part. So if you guys were curious about that, I feel like I just answered your questions about Canada. I honestly once ate syrup. This is real. Those two were jokes. I once ate syrup on snow. Like literally as like a dessert. Melted down syrup into like caramel and then put it on snow, and it was so good. We love snow. We genuinely love snow. We love Canada. So like the Olympics, one thing about Canadians, we are proud. We're just like the U.S. And this is why like sometimes the U.S. gets a like representation of being like, oh, they're too proud, like always got their flags thrown in everyone's face. I have no problem with that. I really like, I'm proud to be a Canadian. You guys should be proud to be an American. America has so much going for them. So many great people and so many successful people come from them. You guys have reason to be proud. I'm proud of all my Canadians, and everything like Joey Votto, in sports and technology. I'm a proud Canadian, but like I always said, I could maybe like potentially at some point in my life, depending on like jobs and stuff, see myself potentially working in the U.S. Obviously, there's a lot of like legal stuff that goes down with that. Like it would be much later down my career, and I probably wouldn't be forever because I love Canada, but it'd be cool. Because Americans are just cool people, man. They're fun people to be around. They really, really are. I genuinely enjoy you guys. One thing I did notice, though, and like this is not a dig, people are less. So in Canada, in lineups, okay? I'm going to talk about lineups here. So like, let's say you're at like a movie theater. Okay. Americans or
Tonight's one-run game comes
are
to an
so
end,
aggressive,
6-5
okay?
the final.
So
New
aggressive
York
with getting to
came
the front of
from
the lines.
taking
I've
the lead
never.
in the eighth.
It is just astronomical. Like when they call it the flight, like this is. I travel in the U.S. I think I was there 10 times this year,
digging in
maybe
now,
10, 15
Brett
times on different
Barrett,
trips
first
to
at
different
bat
places.
for him as he
Every single
enters
time.
play
And
third
in
in
Canada,
the
when I fly
American League
domestic, it's
batting
not like
ranks.
this.
First
But
pitch
like
of the
2 hours
at-bat
before
on
the
its
flight,
way.
there's people lined
Hit
up
hard to third.
waiting to get their seat,
And
like
a
at the
good
front of
effort
the
on the
zone line.
dot
I'm
that
like,
time,
what
but
are you
this will get
doing?
by him for a
Like,
base
who
hit.
cares? And like, it's
And
very
not in
like
time
elbow
as
to
the
elbow.
run
Like, you
scores.
gotta like
And they're
push
not gonna get
your
it.
way in.
He's
Where
there
in
at the
Canada,
plate.
we're not. It's not that serious. We're just like, oh, go ahead.
Up next
Sorry,
for the Rays,
sorry that I even
Jorge
asked
Soler.
to go.
He's
Like
ready for his
the one I
first
noticed it when I was
at-bat
in
of this early
Houston.
season
I was like,
contest.
oh my gosh! Like I was a little late getting to the airport, and I get there, and I'm like, these people have been lined up for
And now a
ages.
bunt attempt here
Like
as he
honestly,
gets this
they're
one
just
down.
there. Like I like
Barrett
just sitting
takes it
down
in,
and stuff
but
like
the
that, and they
throw
just
will
don't.
beat him
They
at
don't do
first,
that.
so the bunt for
They just
hit
don't like
attempt.
sitting down. They like standing up. Let me know if you guys had a similar experience.
Riding in,
Because
Tim
I
Anderson.
honestly,
He came
I'm
through
sure
with
it's
an RBI
always
single in his
Americans
last
at the
at-bat.
airport. And then as soon as the plane lands, they're standing up. I'm like, okay, we're at the back of the plane. It's gonna be at least 15 minutes. But yes, you may say I get standing up to stretch. That one, and I don't have as much of a case. And Canadians do that too.
Diving stop.
I have made more Gold
He's
Glove
up with it,
plays
the
in this
throw.
video
It's there,
per
and
capita
he's
than
out.
any other human has made Gold Glove plays ever.
Digging
Like I
in for his
genuinely
second
think in this
at-bat,
video I
Brett
have been the
Barrett
greatest
coming off the clutch
athlete
two-run
of all time.
single his last time up.
I really do. Nice
That
pitch.
was a curveball that
It wasn't.
never really broke, stayed
I
high.
didn't mean when I said.
Hey, let's not
You did not mean my
sugarcoat it. He's
compliment.
had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Yanked on the
Did
ground
you just-
down the line.
Wow, good play.
And a
Perfect. That's it
long
about
throw
Canada.
across the
Any more
diamond
questions about
gets him.
Canada, let me
That's
know.
a
If you guys
nice
ever
play.
meet me in person at like a baseball game, be like, yo, T, tell me about Canada.
Into
I'll
the
be like,
box.
yeah.
Brett
Oh,
Barrett.
code word
He
for if
got
I
on
ever
top
meet you
of
guys
one
in
and was a
person, just so I know
ground
you guys
out
saw this
victim
video.
last time.
Hashtag
Hot shot
Beg
to
no.
third.
all you have to say. If I ever meet you guys in
Two away
person at a
now.
baseball game, say that, and I will know. That's how I will know you guys watched this video. And that'll be a cool thing. I'd be like, oh
Stepping
my
up to
gosh,
the
this
plate,
dude actually
Brett
watched that
Barrett.
random
And
video
their runners
where I
at the
ranted about
corners now.
Canada and hockey for like the whole
Here
time.
comes the first pitch. He had to be looking for
I'm
something else to
flailing.
start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I
Not
am
much to say
flat
about
out
that swing
flailing,
other
man.
than it should have never happened.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field.
Dennis
Gone.
Everdeen. Let's talk about PETA. PETA is useless, man. No offense to PETA, but like Katniss carried.
So
Like,
that was the
you know how
home
in
run for
Fortnite
these
everyone
guys
always says I
today.
get carried? I was PETA. I'm
Digging
PETA in
in once
Fortnite.
again, Jorge
Just
Soler.
always
Could
like
really use it,
needing
not
help.
here, 0 for
Them having
3
to go
in the
save
game
me. I don't
so
want to be
far.
PETA anymore. I want to be Katniss or at least Kato. Like someone who like makes it to the end, or like Haymitch is a cool guy. Like I just don't want to be PETA anymore. He's a cool guy.
Now a
Like
bunt
fun
attempt
dude,
here.
really great personality. So I'd say kind of like, oh, good personality,
Throw
nice
on
guy.
to
I'd
first,
hang out with
and the
me.
Yankees
But would I want to be
finished
my
off a
partner in the Hunger
3-game
Games?
sweep
No.
here on
So
home
that's why I'm trying to
soil
get better at
as this
Fortnite.
one is over.
3-game
10-2
sweep
the
'em.
final
Thank
of
you guys
this
for
game.
watching. Drop a like on this video if you guys did enjoy it. Go subscribe to my Instagram. I mean, like my Instagram right here, instagram.com/BrettBQB /stud. Love you guys. See you all next time.